Alright, it's time for game 3 of this week's iCast, your freaking awesome replays. It is the You Can't Build There challenge, where players had to try and block each other's expansions, buildings as much as possible, and see exactly what they could do with that. Down here in the bottom left-hand side, in the red, likes to tell the teammates what to do, because they are the shot caller. Go mid, no, flashbang. As you can see, I have a high esteem of Counter-Strike players. I think they're all the peak of gaming, sure. No, I play Valorant, so I can't talk, lol. Up here in the top right, a Zerg player who wants to sleepwalk through this game. Yes, I just googled what this means just before the game. It is somnambulism, which apparently means sleepwalking. It's gonna go for a gas first opening. Ooh, I think we might see a hatch block burrow build, guys. I think that's what we're seeing. I think this is the old Florencio special. Because otherwise, why would you have gas so early, right? So you try to delay for a bit with maybe a hatch block or your drone blocking the STV. Oh, but there's 2 gases. Shotcaller is not even going to go for that expansion for a while, so that's good. It means somnambulism should have plenty of time to do this. It's trying to block, but the barracks is over there right now. So weird opening. A double gas opening from a Terran in this. A hatchery there? Huh? But why? But was it? What is it for? We can see burrow start up. 100 minerals, 100 gas. 100 minerals, 100 gas. Nope. I think he's just gonna do it. Is he just gonna do a normal build like this? What are we doing? Builds 1 drone. 1 more drone, and then a lair. I think somnambulism clicks on things. Just from the way that happened was like, build 1 drone, 3 seconds passed, built another drone, another second passed, and then the lair started. Ooh, another drone's gonna come. Okay, lair, second gas. Some interesting plays here. Shot caller's going for that second marine. Oh no, you forgot your depot. Shot caller, supply locked on 23, no orbital either. Oh no. Ah. Oh my god, this is the classic thing. Oh, this is great. I think this is a very low-level game for both of them. I've seen lots of mistakes already. This is great. This is my favorite. I think we got a gold lead game here. Let's see. It doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be a big range. We'll see as the game goes on. Either way, I'm excited. The Terran is just freezing up like crazy. He was just staring at that hatchery for a solid 30 seconds there. Finally does build a few depots, but not before taking a lot of damage, and still no orbital command center. Oh my, another hatchery comes down here. Somnambulism's like, lol, I guess you can have your wall, but you can't have this place. Ha 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 ha. And what are we going to do behind it? Is this Nidus Swarm Host again? Is it Muters? What is the... what is Somnambulism doing? What are we looking at right now? Is looking at an Overlord Scout, but isn't producing. Okay, built 1 more drone that has extra lava and is doing nothing with it. What is this Zerg planning to do? They've got so much money. Okay. Sees a factory in the tech lab, sees 2 marines, goes for a spire, and an infestation pit. Keeping the options open. The big brain play. Cyril was doing a bit of that yesterday versus Neeb. Bit of the old, got the spire in the infestation pit. One gets scouted, the other doesn't. Okay, let's use the one that didn't get scouted. Good way to play. A couple more drones coming across this map. That Overlord did go down. I am so impressed by Somnambulism's ability to just kind of be dead set on blocking and trying to build odd things. But it seems like I don't think there was a plan exactly on what to do behind it, right? It feels like it's like, I guess we'll just get both tech trees and try to do something. Luckily, Shotcaller doesn't have a command center up, so even if this gets cleared, won't be able to float down. Unfortunately, though, for the Zerg, tanks, marines, tech lab, starport, second barracks, and what? No. Okay, I need to vocalize for the people who aren't watching and are just listening right now or are newer players. That is a hive. That is a 1-base hive making on the other side of the map. Right now, there are drones and Zerglings trying to get these spine crawlers up. Can they get a siege tank? No, the Marines gun them down. Can the spines finish? It will finish. Can he get any hits off them? They changed targets. And it's sieged up in range! Shock collar! Oh my god, the micro is so bad! Oh, so funny. Oh my god, it literally just like was about to kill the spine and then just clicked on the hatchery. It is now going to lose all the marines as well to the broodlings and zerglings, I think. Oh my god! You could not shit the bed any harder than that. That is that explosive diarrhea. God damn, I'm getting flashbacks to Joe Rogan talking about his bowel movements during his carnivore diet. You know, inky black explosions. That's essentially what Shotcaller just did. I was like, oh cool, it's gonna clean this up and lose no units, and then just fucking explosive hot black oil squirting out everywhere. You've got no units now. Queues up 10 marines on one barracks, nothing building on the starport, is trying to build a third barracks. Meanwhile, yes, that's one base, Greater Spire, and a Nidus Worm. Now, I'm not sure if Somnambulism knows this. You can't put flying units in a Nidus Worm. It just doesn't work. It's like trying to get a mosquito to fly up a butt. It doesn't want to do that. It wants to just land on your arm and suck some blood there. It doesn't know. Shotcaller, I wouldn't go down there if I was you. That's quite a few zerglings and 2 spiny crawlers. But you know what? Somnambulism, massive commitment to just not let the Terran expand. I admire it. It's setting you up well for the 2 Corruptor, 2 Broodlord transition. It's going to be a thing. Meanwhile, Shotcaller, of course, doing what all high-level Terran players do, opening bio into Battlecruiser while continuing to build up the bio infrastructure. I do love this change in the last 2 years of the meta where it's always like, it's kind of a normal build and then it's always into Battlecruiser. Like, it's always like, I'm going to invest a lot in bio, but then I'm not going to actually upgrade them and I'm just going to go for Battlecruisers. I kind of wonder why more players don't just build the Battlecruisers from the start. I'm like, if you're going to do this, like, why not just like make it your first unit, you know? Like, why not just like wall off with a bunker and just make a Battlecruiser in the back of your base? Like it couldn't be too bad, right? It's probably Vibe has probably done a whole bronze to GM on it. Oh my god, those marines, the friendly fire from the tanks do take a fair bit, but you know what? Unupgraded unit's not going to do too well. Now, Somnambulism runs into vision and then morphs a Broodlord in sight of the medevacs and marines. Let's look at how Shotcaller reacts, because this is going to be amazing. Right now, there is mass reacted barracks with no stim and no upgrades. So mass unupgraded marine versus 2 Broodlords. I think the Broodlords can out-micro that almost forever, but to expect Somnambulism to actually micro, I think is also a bit of a travesty. If the Battlecruiser comes out, there's nothing to deal with that. So these single Broodlord, its buddy's about to finish. What do you call two virgins? Actually, no, it's not 2 virgins. They're Broodlords. It's basically two dads down at the park playing with their kids. Oh my god, the Marines come forward. The Spine Crawler, though, tanking. Shotcaller manages to do 27 damage to 1 Broodlord for his entire Marine army there. And damage a Spine Crawler. Let's be real, he did do that. Now, it's okay. Somnambulism's got a Nidus Worm coming up. No one has any understanding of why. There is no units at home to even put inside that Nidus Worm. Are we just gonna pop drones in? Like, what's this for? I got my 2 bro. No, yeah, we're gonna put drones in the Nidus Worm. What are we doing? What are we trying to do here? Is spores? Is it spines? It's spines. You actually want spores though, because there's a Battlecruiser out, isn't there? Oh, the Battlecruiser teleports across. The Corruptor, the 1 Corruptor is on the wrong side of the map. The drones all have to pop inside the Nidus Worm. Somnambulism's like, oh, I've been waiting my whole life to do a Nidus evacuation in a base trade. And you know what, if he's really smart, he could just unload those there again. The Marines say, haha, you're distracted. The Marines come forward. Oh, they're damaging a Broodlord. They managed to get a Broodlord in the orange. But it turns out the 2 Broodlords are still too strong for the unupgraded Marine medevac. There's still very few units that shoot up for Somnambulism. No Spores building, no Corruptors building. There's 1 Corruptor, 1 Queen with a Transfuse, and that BC has got Yamato halfway done. There is still only 1. Building more tanks and Marines here. Shotcaller's only on 1 base. He's running out of mineral patches. Meanwhile, Somnambulism is only on 1 mineral. He's got 1 worker mining gas and 12 workers mining minerals. He's trying to build Spores over here. Oh, this is amazing. A changeling does get spotted. Billy's like, who the fuck is that guy? He's like, I like to imagine it's a bit like the Men in Black scene. Every time someone spots a changeling, they're like, who are you again? And he's like, his head's fucking twisting around and shit. And he's asking everyone for sugar water. And you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. this is not actually, Abatha's like, no, they mix in perfectly. I'm like, maybe with meth heads, people like, they're hanging out in a crack house and everyone's like, yeah, that's pretty normal behavior. Anywhere else, no, changelings are fucking obvious. They just gurgle at you whenever you fucking say anything. You're like, hey, nice jeans, buddy. They're like, no. Hopefully that didn't ruin anyone's eardrums coming through the microphone. I probably should change my audio setup so I can actually hear what my stupid noises sound like, so I'm not, you know. I mean, I kind of do want to inflict pain on you guys, but not too badly, you know. There's like a medium amount of pain. Battlecruisers are both teleporting across the map, so they're going to take out that hive in the main base. But little do they know, Somnambulism is going for the 2 Broodlord flanking attack. Now, are they actually going to come up and siege the main from there? They are. Look at this. It's like watching a fucking a chase with someone on one of those little mobility scooters. It's just like, and they're like, and you're like, okay, you're still going like 6Ks an hour though. Oh, I was gonna get combat shields, no shields for you Marines. Oh my god, the tank is just gonna kill, the tank's killing their own Marines. Those Broodlords find a nice angle. The hive has gone down on the other side of the map. The Spire will start bleeding there as it loses its nutritious creep. The Marines are getting absolutely dicked here. Man, I still don't know if the Zerg has anything. 6 Corruptors. Ooh, actually, that might be enough. Corruptors are trickling out one at a time for Somnambulism. These Marines are getting fudged. They got shields, but they're getting dicked by these Broodlords, man. Siege tank friendly fire not doing too well. The other 2 Battlecruisers on the other side, they almost have tack jump. One of them's ready, the other one's ready in 2 seconds. I wouldn't mind all the Battlecruisers just jumping on top of these Broodlords. I mean, easy Yamato targets. The problem is you've got to keep those Marines covering you from the Corruptors. And oh, the Corruptors are ready. Somnambulism's hungry. Is done sleepwalking through this game. They're going to jump on top of that Battlecruiser. The Broodlords keep those Marines occupied, and that BC goes down. 2 more Battlecruisers come in from the back, though. They did use their Yamatos, or at least one of them. The Corruptors actually beat these BCs. I'm pretty sure at a head-to-head. No, outside of upgrades. You've just used your tack jump as well. One Yamato goes off. Shotcaller with a brilliant attack. Notice how he's sending 1 Battlecruiser in at a time to make sure he engages the Corruptors one at a time. Meanwhile, Somnambulism landing pro gamer transfuses on these Corruptors. Oh my god, not going to lose a single one. He's just dropping transfuses like no tomorrow. Says, get out of here. I'm not sure if there's anything in that Nidus one. If there was, it died, I believe, because that was the only Nidus head in this game. Stim Marines coming down. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. The Greatest Spire is there. Morphing Broodlords in the open right in front of the Marines. Somnambulism, he's right there. You can't morph your Broodlords there. Shotcall, the easiest pickup of his life. All he's got to do is move to the right to kill the Broodlords. He scans and kills the Creep Tumor. He sticks his hand down his pants. Oh yeah, I think I won this game. What do you, no, you've seen, his base is right. No, you couldn't be. No, what? Stupid. Why did he just mobbed his Broodlords like a screen away from the army that he knew was coming for him, and the army just walked away? No. Oh, the Marines are gonna come forward. Can they get a Broodlord this time? Once again, like every single time he's engaged with Marines versus Broodlords, they damage one of them and all die. Oh, poor Shotcaller. Poor Shotcaller. Oh, what a shit show. This is so funny. Oh my god. Shotcaller here, unfortunately, does get hemmed in. Says, I'm gonna take my expansion. Some neighbors this. You can't take that. You can't build there. And these 2 Broodlords, look at this chase. If that Battlecruiser just clicked behind them, it easily could have killed both Broodlords. But it just kept stopping and starting because of the AI. Oh, the Marines get their first Broodlord kill of the entire game. Oh my god. And they actually grabbed those 2 Broodlords as well. Is there actually no units on the ground? There's no units on the ground. Dude, Shotcaller might win this game. Still, we're just gonna morph Broodlords right there? Are you mad? He could just walk in and kill you while you're morphing. Of course he's not gonna do it though. Why would you do that? You don't want to win the game. Win StarCraft games. Stupid. No one wants to win StarCraft. This Greatest Spire is almost bleeding out, but that might spread creep to it to save it just in time. And the Broodlords actually have a nice little angle. If they come down here, they can kind of siege the minerals. It's coming a bit deep, though. And those Marines. That's a lot of Marines with Stim. The thing is, you don't want to use drugs and then... So Darius was just using the terrain. Now, those Marines could still get in under there and kill all those Broodlords. But then one Stim's worn off. The drones are being pulled to fight the Broodlords. Oh, the Marines. They need to click on it. Click on the Broods. Click on the Broods. Oh, once again, they run through the worst possible angle, stimming themselves to death. The drones and the Queen help to block. And these two Broodlords doing quite well. I still think Shotcaller, who, by the way, this is the only command center, so if this goes down, is done in this game. But if those Marines stayed alive, man, I really think they could have rotated around and maybe moved this command center to a new angle. Just got to not fight them over the edge, right? And there's still more Marines coming out. There is still hope here. Marines kick the shit out of Broodlords when the Broodlords are in low numbers like this. 13 kills on one, 9 on the other for these Broodlords. Fresh meals dropping literally underneath. Stim Marines! Oh, I think they're going to get one. No, you got to click on the Broodlord, buddy. You can't. Oh, fucking Jesus. I feel so bad for Shock. It's pretty advanced micro, to be honest. Running under and then focusing the Broodlord, trying to stutter step it. And it's clearly something Shotcaller kind of knows what it's trying to do, but just can't quite click on the units. The Spine's trying to move over. More Spines and Spores to help shore up this position. These Broodlords are still very, very low. Some Nebulism doing a bit of stutter step micro. The Corruptor's a bit far out. One of them goes down. Just does. Oh, he does a second stim. Oh, you don't want to be stimming that much, mate. Oh my God. Oh, just please move this base away from here. Stop fighting here. This is so. Oh, this is like the worst position to be fighting Marine versus Broodlord. It's painful. How much of a slaughter has this been? We've seen 90 Marines die to 5 Broodlords in this game. Shotcaller's done. Shotcaller's like, dude, I know. Just know. Ooh, 90 Marines for 5 Broodlords. That's insane. Absolutely devastating. Somnambulism sleepwalks his way through that one and smashes it out. GG, well played. Guys, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this game. Don't forget to check out the Patreon down below in the description. Big thanks to everyone who's hopped on board, but especially Maxan and, of course, Vivek. Much love, guys. We'll see you in the next episode of iCast Your Freaking Awesome Replays. Goodbye and good night.